Right now, your gut is fighting a three-way war that you cannot see or stop. That's not dramatic. That's exactly what gastroenterologists observe during an IBS flare. Three separate systems, nerve, muscle, and gas, misfiring at the same time, each making the others worse. But first, you need to see how this factory runs when everything actually works. Think of your gut as a factory with three departments running in sync. Department 1 is the alarm system, a network of 500 million neurons lining your gut wall. Scientists call it the enteric nervous system. Your gut's own brain, sensing everything that passes through, is the conveyor belt. Smooth muscles squeezing food forward in rhythmic waves, called peristalsis. And Department 3 is the exhaust vent, where gas exits through coordinated muscle relaxation. When all three sync up, the factory hums. But in IBS, the first system to break is the alarm. Most people assume IBS pain means something is physically wrong. A tear, a blockage, real damage. But in IBS, nothing is torn. The pain signals are real, and they just fire at things that shouldn't hurt. The wiring is amplified, not broken. Remember the alarm system from earlier? In IBS, it develops a problem called visceral hypersensitivity. Think of it as faulty wiring. A fire alarm set to max sensitivity, triggered by birthday candle smoke. Those 500 million gut neurons start firing pain signals at totally normal levels of stress. In a healthy gut, a normal amount of gas barely registers. In an IBS gut, that same amount triggers when it gets worse. Your spinal cord and brain can amplify those gut signals even further. Scientists call this central sensitization. Your gut whispers, but your brain hears screaming. Researchers proved it with a tiny balloon inside the intestine. Healthy subjects felt nothing at all. IBS patients reported pain at the exact same pressure. Same stimulus, completely different experience. Here's one reason why. 95% of your body's serotonin is made right in the gut. That serotonin acts like a volume knob on nerve sensitivity. In IBS, the knob is cranked up. You eat a normal salad at the office. 20 minutes later, your belly bloats like you hit a buffet. When someone says IBS is in your head, the truth is the signals are real. The volume is just turned up. And stress pours fuel on this. Cortisol floods the gut and drops your pain threshold even lower. Gut-directed relaxation techniques have been linked to measurable drops in that heightened sensitivity. But the alarm blaring non-stop triggers a second failure, this time on the conveyor belt itself. Cramping during a flare feels completely random, like your gut suddenly has a mind of its own. But cramps aren't the cause of the problem, they're the effect. A direct consequence of haywire nerve signals. Those misfiring nerves from the alarm system start sending chaotic commands to the smooth muscles around your gut. Think of those muscles as a conveyor belt. Normally, they squeeze food forward in smooth, rhythmic waves. But when the signals go haywire, the belt breaks down. It jams, reverses, or races out of control. When signals run too hot, contractions turn spastic. Food races through before your body can absorb it. That's what drives the diarrhea predominant type of IBS. The belt is moving way too fast. When signals weaken, the belt stalls. Contents pile up, and nothing moves forward. That's the constipation predominant type. Same belt, opposite malfunction. Smooth rhythmic contractions versus chaotic spasms. Same smooth muscle, two completely different modes. You're running on a deadline when the cramping hits. Third restroom trip of the morning, and it's not even noon. There's also a cleaning wave called the migrating motor complex that sweeps your gut between meals. During a flare, that cleaning wave gets disrupted. Residue stays behind, and the gut can't reset. Stress makes this worse too. Mast cells in the gut wall release histamine, which directly triggers muscle spasm. And when the belt jams, food sits in place, Bacteria keep fermenting, and something starts building up. A stalled conveyor means stalled cargo, and when that cargo ferments with nowhere to go, pressure rises. Visceral IBS symptoms. Bloating is the one patients bring up first. It's visible, uncomfortable, and constant. Most people assume bloating means too much gas, but IBS patients often produce perfectly normal amounts. The problem isn't production, it's evacuation. The gas is there, but it can't get out. Remember the exhaust vent in a factory? In IBS, that vent is essentially sealed shut. Think of it as a blocked exhaust pipe. Gas keeps building inside, but there's no release valve. The pressure swells, the walls stretch, and the discomfort becomes impossible to ignore. Here's how it connects. When the conveyor belt stalls, food sits in place much longer than it should. Bacteria keep fermenting that stalled food, pumping out hydrogen and methane with nowhere to go. Scientists found that in IBS, gas moves through the intestines significantly slower than in healthy guts. It's not about how much gas you make, it's about how much you expel. When the ratio tips, swelling follows. You loosen your belt one notch after dinner, wondering what you ate wrong. Same meal as yesterday, no issues then. And now, something dangerous happens. That swollen gut wall activates the hypersensitive nerves from more pain signals fire. More muscle spasms kick in. More gas gets trapped. The loop feeds itself. Nerve, muscle, gas, nerve. Each mechanism fuels the others during a flare. Understanding that gas trapping is the result, not the cause, may change how you think about your triggers. Instead of blaming a specific food, you start seeing the upstream pattern, the whole factory, not just the vent. 3 failures in one building: the alarm, the conveyor, and the exhaust. One factory, one cascade. The faulty wiring made everything feel louder than it should. Gut-directed relaxation may help recalibrate that. The broken conveyor belt threw off the rhythm. Consistent meal spacing supports the natural movement pattern. The blocked exhaust vent trapped the pressure inside. Gentle movement has been linked to improved gas transit. Instead of chasing which food to cut next, seeing the whole factory reveals the upstream pattern. One system failing is manageable. 3 systems cascading is what makes a flare feel like chaos. And there's one more thing about this factory that might change how you see your next flare. Your gut lining replaces itself every 3 to 5 days. Every flare ends, and rebuilding has already begun. The real shift isn't a supplement or a perfect diet. It's the moment you stop blaming your body and start listening. If your flares are frequent or severe, a gastroenterologist can help identify your specific pattern. An IBS flare is 3 systems misfiring. It is not your body failing you. 3 systems: alarm, conveyor, exhaust. Which one do you think drives your flares the most? Tell me in the comments.